If you're a big swim team and you like to order a lot of gear, maybe you ought to check out Swim Outlet Team Division for these reasons. Swim teams receive a 10% discount on bulk orders. Swim teams or organizations get an 8% commission on referred sales. You'll also like their customization services, which is affordable and available at all times during the year for all team gear. With over 50,000 items in stock, you can get most anything you want. Swim Outlet Team Division. You need to try it out. You'll be glad you did.
This is the Morning Swim Show for Friday, November 2nd, 2012. I'm your host, Jeff Cummings. On yesterday's show, we talked to Ricky Behrens, who's moved back to his alma mater at Texas and is working as a volunteer assistant coach. Today in the Finis Monitor, we have Eugene Godsoe, who has also returned to his alma mater, in this case Stanford, and is a volunteer assistant coach there. And Eugene joins us now from Palo Alto. Eugene, good to see you again. How are you?
I'm doing well, Jeff. How you doing?
Doing great, thanks. So you moved back to Stanford. You were spending some time at kind of in your hometown of Charlotte for a while, swimming with Swim at Carolina. What brings you back to Palo Alto?
I've been looking to come back to Palo Alto. I knew I was probably going to make my way back here sometime after 2012, and I guess the stars kind of aligned after trials. I've been talking with Ted a lot about coming out and helping the varsity team, and in talking with some of the postgrads in the area, we realized we wanted to keep swimming out here as well. So can't really beat it out here. I'm just really happy to be back right now.
Well, there probably aren't as many postgrads swimming there at Stanford as you had with Swim at Carolina. Do you like that?
Yeah, it's nice. It's a little different. I mean, it's not too different. It's still very individualized. We've got either two coaches on deck, sometimes three, and there's only 7 of us in the water. Jason's back in town this week, but it's nice. At Mac, there was 14 of us with 2 coaches on deck. And sometimes we would have, some elite high schoolers training with us. It's nice. It's definitely a different atmosphere than college when you've got, 30-plus guys all trying to get some attention.
Are you the type of swimmer who really likes to have that individualized attention, or do you, when you're in college, having 2 coaches for 30 swimmers, did you like that part of it?
Yeah, I certainly like it. I mean, it definitely keeps me a little honest if I'm, not focusing on something I should be, or I'm slacking off. They're definitely there to let me know.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. So, like I said, you're the volunteer assistant coach there now. What's it like being on deck working with Ted?
It's awesome. I mean, it's definitely a little bit of a different relationship now that I'm on the deck with him versus him coaching me in the water all the time. But it's good. There's a really good balance between all the great things Ted is bringing from the tradition of Stanford, Scott Armstrong, all the new things he's bringing from NBAC, and I'm trying to bring as many things as I can from the David Marsh program at Swim Mac, and just kind of the things I've developed in my own years at Stanford. So we're trying to mesh all 3 things together, so the on-deck kind of balance is working out really nice, and I think the swimmers are really enjoying it.
Is there a different kind of vibe on deck without Skip Kinney there?
Yeah, it's certainly different. I mean, anybody that knows Skip he certainly has an aura about him, and it's certainly different. There's a lot of energy, trying to embrace the new energy kind of on deck with the new coaching staff, and I think everybody's really buying into it, and that's what's most important.
Give us an idea of how that men's team looks this year.
Really strong, really exciting. We just got back from the Pacific Invite meet last weekend, and traditionally that's usually a pretty slow meet for us. We're usually swimming 4 or 5 events in just a few hours, so we kind of tailored it down. Everybody was doing 3 events, and some really, really strong times from the beginning of the season. Guys like Aaron Wayne going 43.6 and 20.0, and a lot of freshmen stepping up for some really good first college meet times. So really impressive across the board.
Well, you guys lost a really nice senior class from last year. What's it been like for the team to kind of, I don't want to say replace, but just kind of step into their shoes and really kind of step up their game?
I would say it hasn't really been difficult at all. This freshman class has been just outstanding since the first day we went to training camp. They're already pushing the seniors in practice. At the Pacific meet, we got a lot of freshmen with some victories. So that I think says a lot, especially early season. They're not waiting around to develop over this whole season or even 4 years. They're doing it now.
Do you think maybe down the road, maybe you want to get into coaching?
It's certainly a possibility. I had never really envisioned myself doing that, at least off the bat. But after talking with Ted, I realized this would be a pretty, not just a good opportunity, but something I'd be really passionate about just to get back and help Stanford. So we'll see. We'll see. You know, I still got my sights set on Rio, and then after that, we'll just kind of see where everything is.
Well, if you were to ever, you know, make coaching a career, what, and I know you've only been doing this for a short period of time, but what do you like about being a coach?
I just think the personal interactions you get to have with people and kind of influence not just what they're doing in the water, but how you can kind of help shape them outside the water. So particularly like right now, I'm able to really talk with a freshman. I only graduated 2 years ago, so I have a lot of personal experiences that I can share with them, not just how to swim fast, but to balance swimming fast with all this, their studies and social life that they're going to have to balance at Stanford. So things like that, you know, whether you're at Stanford or you're a 12-year-old club swimmer, those are all really important going forward.
I see you've got the piano behind you. I'm sure you're still heavily involved in music, but
always.
Probably one of the things that is probably not the best thing about leaving Charlotte is that your band Take Your Mark is, I guess, disbanded.
It's on hiatus.
It's on hiatus. All right.
Yeah.
So is there anybody there at Stanford you can jam with?
I haven't really found anybody yet. Me and Greg were a perfect match. But, you know, there's certainly some guys I can sit down. Some of the guys will play guitar. But right now I'm trying to pursue the solo career, I guess, until you guys fly Greg out here for me.
Well, you know, we love everything you guys did, all those videos you put up. So, you know, we might have to find something in our budget to make that happen.
Yeah, we'll write you a little Swimming World jingle.
Oh, that would be nice. We'd really like that. Yeah, it seems like it's one of those things that lately it's a lot of swimmers are really turning to music as kind of their outlet for swimming. I mean, tell me how you really got involved with piano. Is it something you learned as a young child?
Yeah, so, you know, I took lessons when I was 6, 7 years old and kind of fell out of love with it by the time I was 11 or 12 and really wasn't practicing very much. And probably when I was 16 or 17, I think I went on YouTube and saw someone playing Mario on the piano, and I thought that was the coolest thing. So I kind of like re-upped my energy for piano, and I just started playing whatever I wanted to play, you know, not so much classical music. And at this point, I'm just kind of like improvising or making up stuff on my own, playing a lot of popular songs and putting it on piano. Just trying to have fun with it. And I think that's what music is all about, especially as you get out of your teen years.
Well, you got to get some more videos back up on YouTube. There's definitely something that we at Swimming World miss seeing on a regular basis.
I have some plans for that. I'll keep you guys in the loop.
Excellent. Thanks so much, Eugene. And great to see you on deck at Stanford. And I'm sure the guys are really enjoying all the input you're giving them.
Yeah, I hope so too.
We'll see how it all pans out as the season goes along. Thanks again, Eugene.
All right, see you, Jeff.
All right, that's Eugene Godsoe joining us in the Phoenix Monitor, and that's going to do it for today's show. As always, we remind you to log on to swimmingworld.com, on Facebook, or on Twitter for the latest swimming news. I'm Jeff Cummings. Thanks for watching.